Alright, Jim, I got a lot of the still photos, and now I guess I'll just try and do this video and walk around a little bit. I'm scanning the field from the third base side right now, and to my left here, this is the third base dugout. You can see the padded railing here with the net and the red padding, and then on the inside of the dugout we have helmet rack with a bat rack underneath it, a clock, temperature gauge, and got a little whiteboard here and a sign about what the field rules are, table, some trash cans and supplies and stuff, just water coolers. And I'm not looking for all this other stuff, but like the bat rack and the helmet rack and the wooden bench, the sign. Then over here we got more supplies. Again, not looking for all that stuff. And as I walk outside the other end of the third base dugout, to my left there's a gate. I'll back up a little bit so you can see it a little bit better, and a fence with the yellow capping. We have another door that opens. It's a little bit bright here, but I'm walking along the inside of the fence. You can see there's a big red tarp that we would use, and this is the left field line. You can see we have the windscreen on the left, and then the foul pole, 200 feet distance. It's 200 feet all the way around from home to the outfield fences. And then I'll get a little bit closer here, and you can see some of the banners at the top of the foul pole that would be great if we can get. And we have warning track here. It's kind of like this grayish gravel. I'll give you a little bit better perspective so you can see how that goes all the way around the field. And then we have another light pole up here, and another banner. I'm now walking from left field towards center field. You can see the windscreen on my left. You can see where it says Gladiator Fast Pitch, and the logo. I'll get in a little bit closer there so you can see what the logo looks like. And back up, and again, here's the perspective. Here's where I'm walking toward. Still on the edge of the warning track. This 200 sign is about dead center field. I continue to walk around. You see we have Gladiators Fast Pitch toward right center with the same logo, same verbiage, and give you a little bit of a closer look at the scoreboard that's above it, so you get a good shot of what that looks like. And I'll back up for you so you have some perspective there, so you can kind of see what that looks like. And again, we have another light pole with another banner, and I could get you all what each of the banners look like. And we'll continue around toward right field. Oh, and here's a perspective from the outfield. And let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here, where you can see what the infield looks like. But I'll get a little bit closer there in a minute. Continuing to walk toward right field. And as you see, the warning track gravel goes all the way around. And we come over here, and 200 to right field foul pole with a banner. Here's the windscreen along the side of the fence. This is the foul line, and I'll have to get you pictures with the lines painted on the field so you can get a good visual of what that'll look like. Walking down the first base side, there's a batting cage on the outside of the fence, which I'll try and get some video of in a minute. We have another light pole up here with another banner, and I'm walking toward the first base dugout, which looks very similar to the third base dugout, only Obviously this side says visitor, and the other side says home. And again, with the gladiators at the top there. And again, if we walk inside, you'll see that it's almost identical to the other side. They got a fan up there. Again, I'm not worried about all the little buckets and brooms and things like that, but you know, the bench, and again the sign. And again, we have the helmet rack, and we have the batting rack below it, and we have these circular mats, which I can take a better picture of another day for you, but it's the same logo. And then again, we have the board and the field rules. And then I walk out the side of the dugout. Across the other side is the baseball field. Obviously not interested in that at all. We have some signs along the brick wall. Again, this is along the first base side walking toward home. We have some metal benches here. Another sign you'll see in the pictures. And then we have some stadium seating you'll see coming up here. And then we also have this backstop padding. The stadium seating starts right about on the inside of the padding, and it goes around. That's our red score box there. That brick building in the background is a concession stand. We're not interested in that. More padding, stadium seating. We come to the other side where the stadium seating ends, and then the padding, backstop padding finishes up over there. And then back around toward the third base side, we've got more metal seating here. Going along the brick wall, you can see some landscaping there in the background. And this brings us back to the third base dugout where we started. Here's a little bit of a bigger overview. And what I'll do is I'm going to walk back toward home plate. And I'll have to get pictures with home plate and the pitcher's plate. But if I stand, this is right about home plate here, you can kind of get a perspective of what the field looks like. Again, this is the third base side, panning around. You see the field out in front of you. The first base side, there's the first base dugout. And what I'll do now is I'll walk, turning around full 360 here, and I'm walking back out. And I'll show you some of the things on the outside of the field as I start to close up here. I'm going to put this on pause for a second.